so far. I might just sit down actually. Makes my life a lot easier, isn't it? So this chap I painted gold. As you can see, he's got a knife in his nose. But I probably put a crystal in it. You could have all sorts of accessories. That's from that mask. But you can get a kind of idea. Is I might have a long selenite crystal, and these are gold at the moment. So I've still got to do some work on them. They naturally got some damage, where it's been beating its head up against things, and I'm gonna work on having some orgonite. It still smells of like some dirty old bones, so I just need to sort it out a bit more. You could have, like I say, you could have different things in there. So if you're on a staff, that'd be like a sigh. You can imagine that if you sort of did this movement. You can whack something. A bit too evil actually, like something out of a horror movie. Or what you could have is you could have different types of weapons as well. You could have could have created a stun gun, and I'd have basically I'd have things going down the horns that send electric charge. Or you could have that part weaponized with something else. A fire projectile or something. It's like a gun out of his nose. But for my project, it's going to be about orgon and creating something like a wizard type staff. And I'm just going to sort of mount it. So it's pretty awesome. Right? Oh, don't fall down over me. Right. So you can see it's pretty. Looks a bit badass. I've sprayed it. That's just a spray paint because it gets into the sort of crevices I found it difficult to get into. I'm likely to put some sort of clay in there. I might use the hole to feed him through copper wire. Crystals in the eyes, say crystal through the nose. I could have it to make something come out of the head, but I probably won't do. I might do some symbolism, stick some symbols on it and stuff. So, go back now, yeah. There he goes, happy now. He's a bit smelly though, like I said. But what I need to do is, so I'm going to do some sort of coil, some copper off it. I've got some different wire actually, so that's the kind of thing I've got. But I think this is steel. Possibly, it's probably magnetic. I'll find out the magnet again. So that's worth possibly using. So it'd be interesting. I've got some other type of copper, but that's more fancy stuff. So it's all on the outside, and sort of like use it on the horns and stuff. I've got some other stuff that's discoloured, so I just got to clean it and tidy it up a bit. So yeah, what's the last time I mentioned about my piss project? I put some more sodium hydroxide, and well, it's a very dark colour, put it that way. Have a look at that. And as you can see, I did have some iron, so it's probably absorbed that stuff. But then I've got the sediment at the bottom. That's it's not. I don't think it's ormus. There's some ormus. See, this stuff I've just got to mix up. It's just cracking up at the moment. It's weird how it cracks up. It's I'm drying it up into a powder, and then I'll set it on my store. I've got some other stuff that I could use in that ram's head. I've got some grass, just wheatgrass. So there's not really much going on in these ones. That's all. I've transferred some little things that have popped up. So there's nothing else in there at the moment. I'll probably give it a spray and just see what pops up. Ooh. What's happening here? Oh, nothing. There's a bit of gold on it. Looks like my pit. But you can see what's popping up. That's lily pads. There's one that's really dark. I didn't even see it was there. The other one's floating and they're probably just wrecked. What I would say is, don't follow some Punjabi chap offline online, because I looked at this thing on YouTube, and he was saying about cracking the shells so they can basically germinate quicker, or trimming the end or doing something. Well, I did a few of these things we did said, and as a result, only two of my plants have actually popped up. The other ones are probably they got an infection because they were too wide open. So what happens is they expand and then they crack open, and if a part of their stem cell comes out of it, then they don't do anything, they just float around. I've got some that are buried underwater in the pot, and I use the rocks to stabilise them, because as they start to grow, they start flowing back up. I've got there's a bit of organ in there actually as well. So I've added a few other things. I added a bit of what do I do, humus. So I've added some humus to it, and I put a little bit bicarbonate in it, and that was just so it could clear it up a bit because it looks so murky. It says you need to use loamy type soil, and I sort of mixed up with sand, but I think I've got too much of like peat or whatever I put in there. So I should have probably mixed up better. However, they've popped up. And also my other plants didn't pop up the blue lotus, because these ones are sacred lotus, or they call Egyptian lotus as well, or something like that. But the blue lotus, you've got to sort of grow it in some sandy sort of soil, damp sandy soil, it's called poor drainage. And then once it sprouts, then it starts growing and you start building up, and then when it gets to a certain point, you might transfer it into something like that. But if it's not quite there, it should be floating around on the sides. So as we pretty much did. When I first got them, I just popped them in the water and fall out. I'm sure they start sprouting, and I could just sort of like plant them in, but they didn't do anything. So that was a bit of a foul job there, but that's not too bad. See, this one little one here, that's African dreamroot. Two of them pops up, the other one doesn't seem to have done too well. They say about they need they like water, but they're like sandy soil, so it's not going to be that great in a type peat soil that I've started off in. I still need it in something sandy and just be watered regularly. So what I've done to reverse, I'm just going to leave it in this soil, because this one seems alright, the other one's gone a bit crazy, it's fallen over. I try to get it back up again, but we'll see what happens. So I'm not going to water it so much, because it's more water retaining the peat soil. See how it goes basically. This chap down here, I've used my piss concoction. I put some because I want him to grow a bit more. He's not doing as well as his others. Yeah, these guys have gone crazy. And let's look at this one. I don't know how long that one is. See, they're just flying out. So I'm not really watering much. I'm just going to let them go up and grow as much as they can, because they're in the bottles, but they seem to be working fine, because the whole root structure's down there. You can see that root right down the bottom there. You can see a good idea of how long it is. I know it's only up there. I don't know how big this one is, but he started up higher, so I'll just slap that one. It doesn't look too happy now, sorry about that.